Hello, my beautiful friends. How's everybody doing today? It seems like forever since we have talked, but I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas and spent some quality time with your friends and family, and I would love to hear all about it. But that's exactly what I did, you guys. I took a couple days off. I was completely exhausted, as I'm sure all of you are as well. But I'm here today, and I'm super excited. I got my new background going to bring in the year 2023 with all of you, my amazing friends. So what I was thinking today, we could do something easy, something fast, and something glamorous. Whether you're going to a huge event or someone's house, which that's what I'm doing, you guys. I'm actually going to my sister-in-law's. We do this every year, and every year I get all decked out. I put on all my makeup. You guys know how I am. But I still don't want to waste a lot of time getting ready, but I still want to look glamorous. So let's see if that's possible, you guys. And everything that I will be using today will be in the description box below. Okay, you guys, I was playing around with my makeup the other day, and I think I did come up with a plan. So I am going to start with some primer, and this is my favorite primer. Again, everything will be in the description box below. So I'm just blending in just very little primer, you guys, because this look, I do something that it does not require to use a lot of primer. And I'll be showing you that in just a second. And hopefully it works out like the other night. Okay, I'm going to use some tape today, and I get this cute little dispenser off Amazon, and it came with several rolls of tape. So I'm just going to take a little piece off and just place this right along the lower lash line and aim it up towards my temple. Now the key here is trying to get the two to line up straight. Okay, so my tape is on, and hopefully it's straight, and I will not know that until I remove the tape. So fingers crossed, you guys. So the other day when I was playing around with my makeup, I was looking for like a black base, but unfortunately I do not own anything like that in my collection, not even like a black primer. So what I thought I could do is take like an eyeliner and put that across the lid and smudge that out. But what I found with that, it was either too sheer or it was too dark. So I remember seeing this technique over on Instagram or TikTok or even here a while back, and it worked. Now the only thing is if I can replicate that here today. So what I did is take my primer and put a little bit on my palette here, and then I took my blackest eyeshadow that I own in my collection, and that is the Tati Palette. Everybody knows the black in this palette, and let me show you how deep this is. So it's this one right here. So any black eyeshadow will do, or any deep eyeshadow will do, really. And then what I did was take a spoolie, and I just kind of flicked that onto the palette. And when you do that motion, it's just going to come off like dust. Now the thing is, it can become pretty messy because this is a pretty fine powder. So then I just took a little flat brush here, and I'm using the one from the crayon case, and I just mixed the primer in with that dust of black. And so it looks like this on the brush, and you're going to see how black that is. So this is going to work like a base, and I am just going to put that right here along the lash line because I will be smudging this out. And I am just going to bring this up a little bit because I do want this to be elongated through here. So, and you don't have to be super precise or anything. And then I'm going to take a little dome brush here, and I'm just going to move this black all across the lid. And again, you don't have to be super precise because we're going to be adding more color to this. But right now I'm just laying a foundation. And the good thing is I do have a little bit of working time because it's still wet here on the brush, so you can add more if needed. And you can make this as deep or as sheer as you like. So that is it, you guys, pretty much with that black base. And again, you know, you can add a little bit more. Like I do want to deepen up this corner pretty good. I don't want that too sheer because that's where my fold is to my hood. So I do want that a little bit richer through there. Okay, you guys, so that's pretty good. That's how I kind of want this. I don't want to take that black up too much because I do not want this super harsh. Okay, so that's basically all I'm going to do with the Tati palette. Then what I did is I moved into the Lamora, I think that's, yeah, the Lamora palette here. And this is a dupe to the Natasha Denona Glam palette. I mean, this is almost like an identical dupe. And I did a video on that a while back. If you guys want to see that, I'll link that here. But what I'm going to do is go into this deep shade now. It's called Dirty. And I'm going to take my BK, and this this is my Hot and Flashy A504. So it's like a little fluffy dome brush. And I'm just going to basically twirl that into that dirty shade here, tap it off, because I'm going to go in super light-handed because I can always build up on this, you guys. I do not want to go in super heavy-handed and make this too harsh. And again, you guys are going to see how fast this look is, and it's pretty glam. So I am just going to pretty much soften these lines here. And again, you don't have to be super, super precise, just enough to be able to blend all these shades out. And then what I'm going to do is take a clean brush here and really just soften this up even further. Just like that. And then I'm going to go into this shade here. This is called Sand. And this is super, oh, you guys, I have to change my brush. I'm actually going to go into another BK Hot and Flashy. And this is, let's see, the A503. And again, I'm going into the shade Sand. And now I'm just going to go above everything just to really blend in this look. And I'm using a very, very light hand. And I'm actually holding my brush, like as you can see, the bristles are moving upward. And just like that, you guys. And then what I did was I took, this here is called Star, this beautiful silver shade here. And I just placed it on my finger here. And that base will really grab the silver shade. Just like that, you guys. Isn't that just so beautiful? I love the silver shade. And then in the inner corner, I went in with this shade here. It's like a little pink, and it's called Secret. And I just used my pinky finger and just put that in my inner corner and just kind of blended the two. So I'm mixing my hand or fingers here and just mixing the two together just to soften that look. And then I went back in with the 504 brush and just cleaned up around that edge there. So then you can now go back into this dirty and really just deepen up this outer corner here and blend that into the shimmer. And that is pretty much it, you guys. And let's remove the tape and see how that looks. Yeah, see how beautiful and snatched that looks. It's just a very clean line, almost like you did create a wing, but we really didn't. So I'm loving it, you guys. So what I'll do is the other eye, and I'll come back and we're going to move on for the rest of this makeup. Okay, you guys, so this is the look so far. I'm actually really loving it. I love how clean and sharp this edge is right here. And this is definitely a trust the process look for sure. Okay, you guys, we're actually going to do some lashes today. And I love using these particular lashes that I get from Amazon. They're just like a half lash, especially when I do my more glam looks. So let's do that, you guys. Let's get these going. And that will really change the look a lot too. Now, I did find it's a little uneven, but I can fix that once I add stuff on the lower lash line. So I am just going to curl my lashes really quick. And I'm going to line my upper lash line. I'm going to use my Essence Long Lasting. This is their 18-hour pencil, and it's retractable. And I like doing this when I use falsies, and I haven't used like a felt tip on my lash line here. This will just deepen up the look. And this will also eliminate that space that you sometimes get between your lash line and your falsies. And what I was trying to say about the falsies and that gap that you can see, I don't know if you guys have seen it before, but when I put on my falsies sometimes, I can see my waterline really well if I haven't darkened that up. So that's why I like doing that. And the glue I'm going to use with my half lashes is the Super AOA. I find this on Amazon. I think it comes like in a pack of 5. And what I love about this is it's like super glue. And I really just apply this all over the lashes. I make sure to cover, you know, both the inside and the outside part of the lashes, just covering that whole band and really focusing on the inner and outer corner. And what I love is, as you can see, it's like a bluish color. And then when it starts drying down or when it's ready for you to apply the lash, it does turn like a more clear color. And that's when you know when to go in. And a little tip here, you guys, if you apply a little bit of heat to this, it will dry a little quicker. So I just kind of blow onto on the lashes to make everything just move a little faster. And while I'm doing that, I'm just kind of bending it just so it forms easier and it's easier to apply. But on a rule, it's about 60 seconds before you want to go in with your lash. Okay, so these are pretty much ready. As you can see, that blue is almost gone. So I like using this tool sometimes, you guys. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But you can usually just find these on Amazon, or even I've seen them at the dollar store. So they're just a nice little tool to have. So I basically just place that in the center of my eye right now. So right now it's kind of just floating. And then I take this tool and actually I did not like the placement of that, you guys, so I did remove it a little bit. And I'm going to move that over. And then I just take this tool and really just press that up against my outer corner. And now I'm just going to take my finger and push that inner corner in. Then you can just take your fingers and really just press that against the lashes. And they are all applied, you guys. It's that simple. Half lashes are so much easier than a full lash. And for mascara, I'm going to use my Superhero by It Cosmetics. If you guys remember how much I love this mascara, I still do, you guys. I had the mini at one time, and I had to go out and get the full size. I love it. I love the wand. It's like the old school wand. And yeah, you guys, I could just put 1 or 2 coats on, and I could be out the door. But today, I'm just going to put it at the base of my lashes. When I wear falsies, that's kind of just what I do. I just want it at the base. I don't want to add any more added length. I'm just wanting to fuse the two together. Okay, let's move into the complexion products. I feel like I need some color in my face, especially with the super dark eye look going on. So what I'm going to do is first spray my face with some rose water. And I just have it like in a travel container here. I get these from Amazon, and I love the spray on this. And I love spraying my face with rose water. It just kind of rehydrates my face. After I've been sitting here just putting on the makeup for a little while, I start feeling a little dry again. And this will just add more moisture back into my skin. Okay, you guys, and then what I think I'm going to do is go in with this. I got this in my BoxyCharm Luxe box, and it's by One Size, and it's the Secure the Blur. Now, I have used this a couple times, and it's actually pretty good. I was a little nervous that it was really going to dry out my skin, but I really only used this in the T-zone. But yeah, this I do like, you guys. I've tried a couple products, you know, complexion products by him, and they haven't worked for me because I don't know. I think he caters more to more oily skin, where my skin is super dry and mature, as you guys know. But I love putting this in the T-zone because it really does keep the oils at bay around my T-zone. So, and it does blur it a little bit. I don't think as much as my Maybelline Master Blur Stick, but I just wanted to use it today just so you guys get an idea. But as you can see, it really just took that shine away from my T-zone. So yeah, you guys, and it really kept my makeup on for a good amount of time. Okay, and for the rest of my face, I think I'm going to use my Rare Beauty. I love this. Her primer is just so beautiful. You guys will see it has like a little pearly effect to it. But watch, you know, how my skin just transforms. It will be so glowy. And it's so hydrating. As you can see, it just slips right across my skin. I think this would work really well for anybody that has dry skin. If you have oily skin and have used this, if you guys could let others know in the or in the comment section if it works with people that have oily skin as well. But as you can see, look at that glow that just brings to your face. It is so beautiful, and it will come through your foundations too. Okay, this next combination is going to be a little interesting and a little shocking to a lot of you because what I'm going to be doing is mixing the NARS, and this is the Light Reflecting Foundation, along with a drugstore product, you guys, and it's the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. I love mixing these two. I have done it several times, and I absolutely love it on my skin. The shade that I have in the NARS is DeVille, and then the shade in the Tinted Hydrator is Medium Tan, I believe, because this is just a little light on me. So this will darken it up just a little bit. But when I mix these two together, you guys, it is like the best little combination. It just takes on a different form. This one always looks nice on me, but sometimes if my skin is a little too dry or something, it can look slightly chalky. I mean, slightly, you guys, just slightly. So that's why I added this one day, and ever since I've just been loving the combination. So let me show you what it looks like. So what I do is take about two or three pumps of the NARS, because they're not full pumps, you guys. It's like almost like half pumps, so just about that much. And then I'm going to take my Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator, and I'm just going to put about that much, and I'm going to mix the two, and you will see how beautiful this looks. Again, I love both of them on their own, but there's just something about mixing these two products together. But I'm telling you what, I have mixed this with so many of my foundations, and it just changes any of them just slightly. And it's just so beautiful. It is just an amazing product. And it's not even, I don't think, $6, you guys. Okay, I'm going to come a little closer so you guys can see how beautifully this blends and how quickly. I mean, it's almost done blending all the way. It is so beautiful. And the two together are super long wearing. I can, wear this for several hours. So I think for like a New Year's gathering or party, this will be perfect. And I just went in with a little bit of product. As you can see, it's about a light coverage. And I like going in increments with this. I don't want to put too much on. So I'm just going to work my way up. And that's what I love as well. It's super buildable. So as you can see, I got quite a bit left. And I'm just going to grab a little bit more on my brush. And just go in and apply that where I need it. Then I do go back in with my sponge. And I'm just pressing this product just a little bit further in my skin. And this will also just pick up any excess that is not needed. As you can see how beautiful and even this looks. Oh, I absolutely love this combination. If you guys have both products, just give it a try and let me know what you guys think. Okay, and for concealer, I'm going to use this little combo here. I'm going to use my Milani, and this is my Supercharge in the shade Peach. This is so wonderful to conceal my dark circles right here in the inner corner, and it's so hydrating. It feels like a serum under my eyes. And my under eyes are super, super dry. So this really does help. So as you can see, the difference already. I have said this before, and I'll say it many, many times. I probably could leave the house with just this and get away with it. And of course, you guys, I forgot my concealer brush upstairs. And of course, I'm too lazy to go get it. So I do have like another little brush here I'll be using. And this concealer here is by Make. This is so beautiful. This is so skin-like. It's super creamy. It's not a dry formula at all. And I got mine in the shade 3 Light C. And it's a pretty unique wand. I love these kind of applicators because it doesn't put too much product on at once. It's really just going to apply how much you lay down. Some of them, you just go in and they just slap down way too much product. So that is what that looks like. Again, it's super, super creamy. And I'm going to go in with this brush, you guys, and hopefully this works. Really sharpen up this edge here and really just blend this in. Oh, I love this product as well. Again, if you have super dry under eyes, you would enjoy this. Okay, you guys, so I think today I'm going to use a powder bronzer. I haven't used a powder bronzer forever. And I think I'm going to use my LYS. And this is in the shade Light. I love their packaging. I think it is so beautiful on all their products. And then my son and daughter-in-law got me a new brush for Christmas. And it's the Rose and Ben a C40. You guys know that I have a few of these and I absolutely love them. But I do know with like their brushes that it picks up a lot of products. So you got to be very careful picking up anything because you could go in with way too much product. So I basically just tap that LYS and we will see how pigmented that is. Okay, so it looks like I got just enough product and I'm just going to basically just tap it a couple times again. Ooh, and this is so soft. And as you can see how easily this is just applying this bronzer. And super evenly it looks like. So I'm just basically doing a tapping motion. Ooh, I love this. This is going to be really nice through here. This is why I'm super excited. So I am going to add a little bit more, tap it off, and I'm just going to go right in and create like a shadow to really push that in and just to chisel out my cheekbone here. Ooh, this is super pretty. I love how this applies the bronzer. Yeah, this is just a very even application using this brush. Have you guys tried any of Rose and Ben brushes? They are really nice, especially her complexion ones. Okay, so now I'm just going to set my T-zone. I'm going to use my Huda Beauty, and this is in Sugar Cookie. And what I love about this product, it has like a little mesh in here, so it just keeps everything from flying all around. And what I'm going to apply it with is this beauty blender here. I just been loving this. It's only $15, and it is so nice. This is so soft right here. And this side here is like a sponge. So later in the day when I'm doing some touch-ups, it really does absorb a lot of the oil. So, and then I just can go back in and then use this side, you know, because it does hold a lot of powder. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit here. So it looks like that. And I am just going to rub that in the back of my hand just to really push this into this little blender here. And I'm just going to go around the T-zone. And this really just smooths things out and really presses the product into the skin. I love this. And if you do want to use it under the eyes, it really does have some kind of smoothing factor. I love the sponge. Okay, you guys, so for my blush, I think I'm going to use my e.l.f. one here, and it's the Luminous Putty Blush. Now, I can never find the shades on this, you guys. It is like right here. I don't know how they expect us to see this. I'm going to try to see if I can find it, you guys. I'll be right back. Okay, I believe it's in the shade St. Bart's. So I'm just going to use my BK brush here, and this is the 106. But this is the shade here. I think that is so beautiful. Now this one, I actually like the luminous ones better than the matte ones. So I'm just going to apply about that much. We can always build up, you guys. So what is everybody doing for New Year's? I would love to hear your plans. Are you guys just going to stay home and watch, who is it, Ryan Seacrest now? Or are you guys going to a party, a house party? Are you having a party? I would love to hear your plans. Yeah, I'm super excited. I love going to my sister-in-laws and brother-in-laws. They throw such a beautiful New Year's party. We have such a blast. And, you know, sometimes we spend the night, sometimes we drive home. Daryl doesn't drink. He always lets me drink. He's such a sweetheart. So, yeah, you guys, if we do go home, we're very, very careful, but sometimes we just crash at their house. So it just depends how the night is going. And I heard the weather is supposed to be absolutely beautiful. I think it's supposed to be raining, but at least it's supposed to be warm. Okay, you guys, as you can see how beautiful that is. And I love that this is a buildable product. You know, you can really build this up how bold you want or as sheer as you want. So love these. And these are pretty long wearing. Okay, you guys, I think I went a little ham on this blush, but I think it looks so pretty. I can't help it. I just love this shade. Okay, you guys, let's go back into this palette, and we're really going to deepen up this eye look. And this is when everything really came together. So what I'm going to do is just take this little dome brush here, and I'm going to go into the shade Dirty here. And I'm just going to start right up against that line here, just so I can make everything pretty much connect. And I'm just going to really start smoking this out. Then I'm going to take a more fluffy brush and go into the shade Sand. And just pack that on. And really just start blending under all that. Okay, then to add a little brightness on my inner corner, I think I'm going to use my NYX, and this is the Jumbo Crayon. And this is in the shade Cottage Cheese. So I'm just going to add a little bit here. And this is such a beautiful shade here. This really just brightens up this inner corner. Yeah, that just added a little brightness to the inner corner. Okay, and then for lips, what I think I'm going to do, you guys, is just use this putty blush here. And this is the same one that I put on my cheeks. And I do have like a little pencil or lip brush here. And I'm just going to place a little bit on here. This works so well as a lipstick. Yeah, I love using this putty blush on my lips. These are super creamy and very long wearing. But now I just want to add like a little bit of shimmer to my lips. So I'm going to use my Milani, and this is the Diamond Shimmer. Look how beautiful this is. So this should change up the look just slightly. And I am going to be pretty generous with this because I do want a little bit of bling factor on my lips. Ooh, that is just so beautiful. As you can see, there is a beautiful shimmer coming off my lips. Absolutely love using this with so many of my lip products. Okay, all I have to do now is set the base, you guys. And I think I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury, and this is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Been loving this. I actually am almost done, and I just purchased a backup during the sale, you guys. Look at the completely different finish that setting spray just gave my skin. I absolutely love it. It just melts all your products, all the powders right into your skin, and it really locks in your makeup. So this is today's final look. It was super easy, super fast, and a fun, glamorous look that you could wear to any New Year's party. And hopefully this time it's a little age appropriate. But on a serious note, I would love to thank each and every one of you for all the love and support you've given me this past year. Well, actually 2 years. I have made such amazing friendships here. I absolutely adore our conversations. I absolutely love you guys. And I can't begin to tell you how much joy and happiness you have brought into my life. I adore each and every one of you. And with that being said, I raise my glass to you. Cheers to you. Cheers to all the happiness that each and every one of you deserve. And may every wish that you've ever wished come true. Have a blessed and safe new year. I'll see you guys in 2023. I love you guys so much.